to have a good foundation, like Ray touched on a little earlier, you want to make sure that you are organized and that you have a plan. Before you can do anything, you need to sit down, come up with what you want to do. This, you need a schedule. You need to make sure that you have some type of structure in your life. You were telling me a story earlier.
Well, you know, I really have to focus on making a schedule and following it, because if not, I will fail. Because being your own boss at the end of the day can be really, really hard. And one of the hardest parts of being your own boss and running your own business is, you know, 8:30, go to the gym, 10 o'clock, make phone calls, 11 o'clock, appointments. You get what I'm saying? Make a schedule, stick to it to a daily basis. And if you do that and you make a routine and stay consistent, every successful person has a routine.
Y'all know that episode of SpongeBob when they go in his brain and his filing cabinets flying all everywhere and he's chaotic, man. That's how it is.
Too, man.
That's how it is if you don't actually have a structure and have a plan. We had classes, right after classes we had meetings. Everything was structured, everything was planned out for us all the way up until bedtime, which was at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night.
I think I just drew it. You don't have to cut that out.
No, we definitely keeping that in, man. Y'all got Ray over here salivating for y'all, man.
Oh man.
Oh man, that's funny.
I was I hope nobody saw that. They
probably
didn't. I was like, the camera watching, so
man, they probably didn't even notice that. Now they're gonna go back and look at it because I'm not taking that out. They're gonna go back and watch you do that.
Yeah, candy juicy, huh?
It is. It's good, man. I'm gonna get it. Hey, Choli, come sponsor us, man. Stop playing with us. Oh man.
Pumped up. We're gonna hop into this. Excited to kind of hit some cool topics tonight.
Yeah.
Me and Ricky have been really brainstorming on what kind of content we should bring to y'all. But you know, we're just gonna bring realness, raw realness to y'all, and just gonna be straightforward and fun and energetic with everything. And
facts. That's the main
this is
thing.
us. We're not, you know, we're not gonna bring a persona that's not us. This is us. We're gonna show the raw of everything.
We're not scripted. We have a structure, but we're not scripted. Everything that you see is off top. Like we have little certain key points that we want to make sure that we hit just to stay on pace so that we're not going off the rails and nothing like that. But as far as personalities and things like that, man, this is us.
Yep.
This is what you see on a daily basis. You might see us crack jokes on each other. We might crack jokes on y'all. You feel me? That's just how we do. Don't take it to heart. Don't take it offensive, man.
Pretty much. So, man, I really want to ask you.
What's good?
Marvel or DC?
That's the $1 million question, ain't it?
I mean, do you really think Batman can beat Superman?
Batman beating Superman? That's still DC.
That is DC.
So if you want to say that, Batman versus Iron Man, that's a good.
That is a good one. Who do you think got that?
Me personally, I'm going with Iron Man just because Iron Man is my guy. That's Tony Stark is my dude. Shout out Tony Stark. But
and they both got the same amount of money.
They have the same. They are literally one in another. So they both have the same money. They both have the same gadgets. They both are philanthropists.
Extremely smart.
Extremely smart. The only difference is Batman's parents got killed, so he's coming out of vengeance. Iron Man's dad.
His dad got killed
He did get killed by the Winter Soldier.
By the Winter Soldier, man. He did.
But he didn't know he got killed at first. His dad was never there. His dad was always busy growing the brand, so he felt neglected growing up. But that's a good one.
One more.
Okay.
Black Adam versus Superman.
Oh man.
I feel like Black Adam is just ruthless, bro.
He is. That's why he has.
I feel like he
has no
doesn't care.
rules. He doesn't care. He has no rules. And I don't really want. I want to say Black Adam, but I don't want to say Black Adam, just because. One, The Rock plays Black Adam. He plays every superhero.
I like The Rock, man.
I like The Rock too, but he plays every superhero. He always has that serious.
I heard they weren't going to come out with another one. Some issues they had.
Because this one didn't do so good.
I liked it.
It was straight.
I don't know why it didn't do so good.
Have you seen Wakanda? Not Wakanda Forever.
I watched Black Panther and Black Adam one after another.
Okay.
I like Black Adam better.
No.
Didn't
No.
really like the story. They were trying to. It was just too much. I understand they had to change the plot around because, what's his name, passed away.
Chadwick
Chad.
So you talk about the new.
The new one.
I can agree with you on that. I don't like the new one.
I didn't
either.
like the-
I didn't
I
like
didn't
the
like
new
it,
one
man.
either. No. I thought you was talking about the first Black Panther.
No, the first Black Panther was dope, but this
Yeah.
one that they just came out with, which I can
Yeah.
understand again, because Chad, Chad, rest in peace, man. He passed away.
But still, I liked the cameo of them bringing Killmonger back. Honestly, I liked Killmonger's character and what he stood for. They tried to portray him as the villain,
Yeah.
when he really wasn't the villain. If
That's
anything, the dad was the villain because he left him behind. Not only did he do that, they neglected to help their people that were enslaved.
Mm-hmm.
They chose to stay hidden, which I didn't really agree with. Like, if you got your own people that need your help and you have the resources to help, why not help?
That's true.
So
That's true.
That's just how I feel on that. But
I just feel like Marvel movies, man, and more Marvel movies than anything, they have just been so cheesy lately.
they have just
Thor,
because
it was
that
so
Love
cheesy.
and Thunder.
I just watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. It was
that's
cheesy.
The second one, yeah, that was cheesy.
They've just all been really cheesy, but I mean they entertain us.
That's
At the
because
end of the day.
they had to kill off all the main characters.
That's true.
They
That's
had
true.
to kill them all off. All right, so are you an X-Men fan?
Absolutely, I love X-Men.
So would you pick X-Men over the Avengers?
That's
Because X-Men
tough
is
because-
DC. Oh wait,
That's
no,
tough.
X-Men is Marvel.
It is Marvel.
X-Men is Marvel.
That's tough because I really only like X-Men because of one character,
Wolverine.
and that's Wolverine.
Wolverine.
I think Wolverine is the GOAT, bro.
Do you like Wolverine or do you like Hugh Jackman? If they put another person to play Wolverine, would it be the same?
No,
would not.
that's like when they made the first Blade movies with Wesley Snipes, and
Yeah.
then they made like 2 more with some dude I ain't never
even
seen in my
seen-
life.
yeah, I ain't
And
seen
you probably
that.
never seen the movies because they were garbage.
I ain't never seen
No
it,
disrespect to whoever played him after Wesley Snipes. but
Disrespect all because that was garbage. Y'all shouldn't have did that.
we
blaming the-
respectfully disrespect you.
Yeah, we're blaming the producers for that one. Y'all shouldn't have did that. It's
But-
kind of like switching up the main character of Black Panther.
Yeah, they had to.
Go,
on
they
that,
had
but
to right there, but still with CGI, man, y'all could have did something else.
That's
I didn't
true.
really like the whole plot twist of that, though. But for real,
But yeah, man. No, let's
that was a great intro. To
That
this.
was a good intro.
Good segue, good intro. But yeah, before we get into this, man, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe, make sure y'all follow both of us. We're gonna put everything down in the description. Make sure y'all share this with somebody, man. Leave a comment what y'all want us to see, what y'all want us to talk about, just who y'all want us to bring on here, whether it's in state, out of state. Because I ain't gonna count, right? I'm trying to do some traveling. You trying to
I'm
do
always
some,
down for some traveling.
some,
Man.
some
I gotta
traveling
travel
podcasts.
anyways with what I do. So
Some traveling podcasts, man.
Yeah.
So if y'all want to see that, man, y'all definitely let us know, man.
Absolutely.
We can definitely try to bring that to y'all, for real, man. You got something else you want to throw into this intro before we hop right into this one, man?
I don't really know what to throw into it. I mean, just appreciate y'all watching. Excited to get this journey started.
Yeah.
And y'all just keep watching. Keep
Yeah.
watching, subscribe, like, comment, all the above. Follow all the socials
Facts.
and just keep supporting us. You know, eventually we're going to start introducing some giveaways, merch giveaways.
They are
I have gotten look, I'm not that big.
It really is
I'm-
huge.
I got a little bit of stuff right there, but you know, every time I walk into the gym wearing one of these shirts, I don't know what it is about them, what Ricky puts in these shirts,
It's
man.
love.
But I go in the gym and it never fails. I walk in and people are like, "Bro, you looking so much bigger today." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I've been eating a little bit. No, I'm getting dang well. I didn't eat nothing."
Yeah, love and hard work, man. That's all it is. And then of course, Ray he getting that healthy weight on him. He got a good career. He got a good woman. That's what happens when you start growing and start establishing something, man.
That's right.
You start looking healthier, man. And that's what
right.
we all about. So.
But y'all, our main focus with these podcasts is, you know, we want to spread positivity. Yeah, absolutely. We want to spread positivity. We want to motivate people to be better on a daily basis,
Yeah.
and we want to grow with y'all.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, our goal is to grow, and for all of our followers and everybody that's standing behind us or in front of us, wherever anybody's at. I want everybody to grow and just find an inspiration in what we do on a daily basis. You know, I want our videos to be an inspiration to people out there, and I want y'all to just tag along the journey, and we want to be a part of y'all's journey too.
We want to break out of that crabs in a barrel mindset, you guys. Like, we are here to build one another up, motivate one another. We are not trying to tear nobody down. We are not trying to comfort nobody for the next person to make us seem better. No, we are trying to grow as a family, faith, family, fitness, true faith. That's what we're about. We are trying to grow as a family, as a community of believers, believing and striving for an ultimate goal, striving for the goal that God has planned for us, and just whatever He has in front of us, man. We are tackling that thing head on, making no excuses, not running from our problem, not running from our responsibilities, especially us as men. I'm always advocating and always talking about men stepping up, taking on their responsibilities, and doing what we're called to do, and not taking that passive role and letting our females, not saying that we don't have strong females, but not sitting back and letting them do everything. If anything, let them come beside us, which is what they are supposed to do, and we grow together, you know?
Absolutely.
We establish and we build together.
I agree 100%. And a lot of things that people come and ask me, and actually, you know, me and Ricky were talking about this earlier, is the process of starting a successful business.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people do it a lot of different ways. A lot of people structure it in different ways that makes it convenient for them. But the one thing all successful people do, or people that run a successful business, is start with the foundation of it.
Facts.
You can't have a house without the foundation. You can't have a successful business without building the foundation on what everything else is going to lay on top of as well.
Y'all see this right here? I don't know if y'all can see it clearly. That's sand inside there. We wouldn't throw that sand out here on this table and try to build a house on top of it, because you see how easily it's sinking down to the bottom. That's just what our house is going to do. That's just what your business is going to do. Anything that you try to build is just going to sink right down to the bottom, and it's going to fall, it's going to break without even getting off the ground fully. So like you said, you want to make sure that you have a good, solid foundation. And that goes all around the books, all around the board. Whatever business you're trying to grow, whether it's car business, whether it's a podcast,
Yep.
whether it's a clothing brand, whatever it is, you have to start out with a good, solid foundation. So
Yep.
what are some keys, or what are some things that you've seen?
Well, y'all, you know, I've tried to start multiple different businesses,
Okay.
and I'm glad I have, because every single one of them has taught me something else. And anybody out there that started a business knows that the first time or the first go around, usually you fail at it, but that's okay.
First couple times you're gonna fail.
That's okay, because successful people usually fail a lot.
Yeah.
So, you know, one thing that I've learned is to chase failure. And what that means to me is, you know, as long as I'm chasing failure, I'm chasing to succeed, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
But one thing that I've learned throughout the multiple businesses that I've tried to establish and implement is, the first thing is, like we just hit topic on, build your foundation. Build yourself a plan and follow it. Stay consistent. And if you run a business with employees, make sure that you understand that you work for them and they don't work for you, because without them, your business wouldn't grow. If you run an employee-driven business, you have got to make sure that when you do everything that you're doing, make sure you do it to give more than you do to receive. There's a book that I've read called The Giver, and it's got a lot of interesting stuff in there. And if you haven't read it, I recommend reading it. Basically, one of the things that I learned off that book is, it's not about how much you get paid or how much you receive when you're going into business. It's about how much you can give. And that's what I do, and that's how I operate. What I do now is my end all be all is how much I can give and how much I can help. The money will come, man, as long as you're not driven by it. Is what I've learned. I genuinely want to sit down and help people, and I genuinely want to sit down and be somebody that somebody can call and be like, Ray, I need help with this. And they know that I'm gonna treat them
Genuinely
right,
enjoy it.
and I'm going to be
Exactly.
genuine.
Exactly.
For those of y'all that don't know, I'm a financial rep, and I do financial planning,
Shameless plug. Y'all get at him.
comprehensive financial planning. Ricky is actually one of my clients, and you know, I'm excited to be on a journey with Ricky. I consider him a brother,
Yes,
and I
sir.
want to see him grow.
Yeah.
And I do that for anybody else that wants to sit down and do some planning. Again, my end goal is to see you grow, because if you grow, guess who grows with you? Me. So, you know, the point that I'm trying to make is be a giver. Be a giver when you're trying to operate a successful business.
Facts.
Don't do it for the benefit of yourself. Do it for the benefit of others.
Yeah.
You know, those are some good topics to hit on when trying to operate and run a successful business. And you know, that's some of the things that I've learned along my journey.
Facts.
And
Facts.
as a business owner, you're always going to be busy at the beginning. You know, things are going to be really, really, really tough. A lot of things I see people do is give up right before they're about to hit that finish line.
Like that meme.
Like that miner.
Yeah.
He's picking, and right before he stops, man, he gets to the gold or the diamonds or whatever he gets to.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people do that, and
It's so easy.
To give up.
And especially when you don't see that light at the end of the tunnel. Because I've been there. Like Ray said, I've had multiple businesses. You're gonna fail at them. If you don't fail, then you
I don't
it's
feel
just
like
that
you
one
want.
in a million.
I mean,
You didn't try hard enough. I ain't gonna say that. You didn't try hard enough. If you don't fail, then you just because sometimes you hit the lottery ticket and you just blow up off a business idea. And kudos to y'all, but it doesn't always go that way. And I feel like that's the perception everybody has when going into becoming an entrepreneur, business owner. They think, oh, I'm gonna go jump off right now. Like, no, that's not reality. You have to put the work in. Faith without works is dead.
well, you know, my bad. I'm sorry.
No,
to
you
interrupt
good. You good.
I just feel like, think about it. If nobody ever failed, if you never failed, how would you know what success feels like?
True. Honestly, think about it.
I mean, if you never failed, how good does it feel to fail at something over and over again and then finally succeed at it? There's
Like,
no
just
other feeling.
And this is why I love fitness so much. It relates hand in hand. Fitness and life relates hand in hand. You in the gym, you repping 315, 225, whatever you're doing, and you constantly fail. You power clean, you constantly fail at something. You finally get it. You know that feeling of accomplishment, like, I did it, yeah. That's how you get in life. That's how you get in business. That's why I love doing business so much, man, because of that repetitive failing, starting over, I finally got it. Oh, let me try it this way. It's a learning process, man. And if you aren't, I love to learn and I love to compete. And with business, you can do that. And it's a daily battle. It's a daily struggle. It's a daily thing that you can't run from, because if you run from it, then you'll never make it, you know?
That's it. That's it. No, you're 100% right on that. There's so many different strategies, so many topics we can hit on starting a business or running a business. Of course, we can't hit all those on this one video, but
I should have time going.
yeah, we can't hit all these on that one video, but there's a lot of topics that we can hit, and if y'all want advice on any of those, all you got to do is comment and ask us what topics you want to hit. I've got some experience. We're going to bring some people that have a lot more experience than us too on this podcast.
That's going to show y'all how to grow a business, how to start certain things, and how to establish those things. I'm on here to learn just like y'all guys are. That's why I am excited to bring people on here. That's why I wanted to bring Ray on here, man. He knows more than I do in certain areas, and I know more in certain areas than he do. So we have brought each other on here to learn from each other, man, and to grow it together, like we've been saying to you guys. So that's why we say, man, this is a journey that we're both excited to be on. We're not going to be perfect. Our first couple of videos aren't going to be as good as
absolutely not. We
6
got to
months.
build that up, man. We got to build that up, you know.
Just trust me, y'all keep coming. We're going to keep putting out, man. We're going to keep working for you guys. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And for us, too, because I do this for me.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, I enjoy, exactly like I said, I enjoy bringing value to people.
Yeah.
I've grown so much throughout the years, and God has blessed me so much throughout the years with me just doing one simple thing, and that's being genuine and helping others when they need help.
Yeah. And touch on what he said a little bit earlier, doing it like being a giver. With that mindset, because some people can twist that and corrupt that, man. You want to be a giver, but you don't want to look for it as, what can I get out of this?
Correct.
You want to genuinely help people.
Correct.
And that's what we're trying to do, genuinely help people. We're not looking like, oh, man, let's shoot this podcast because we can get X amount of money and da-da-da-da. Man, we're not making no money off this right
No,
now.
I know, maybe by some miraculous reason it
Yeah,
may get a
we just-
million views when we post it, but we're not going into this like we're
Oh,
gonna get rich off this
Yeah,
video.
that is not our mindset going into this. Hopefully it happens.
Well, hopefully
eventually.
we go into it with, if one person watches this video and says,
Yeah.
man, that really helped me, that's enough.
Yeah,
That's enough.
yeah. It's just like with Christ. I'm very spiritual, relational with God and Jesus Christ. So I hope I don't offend nobody by throwing him in here whenever we talk. It's just like we aren't trying to preach to the masses. We are just trying to touch that one or two people that are willing to listen, willing to genuinely accept and trust, have faith. We might not see the end all goal, you feel me? But we still believe that there is an end goal. We still believe that there is an out. There is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Absolutely.
We can't see it, but we believe it wholeheartedly. So we keep pushing day in and day out. That's what true faith is about. Believing in something even if you can't see it. Believing that God is telling the truth.
That's it.
So that's just the gist of it, man. That's just the gist of business. You got to have faith to start a business and to run a successful business. I was doing research earlier this week. Hershey, everybody knows Hershey. Everybody eats Hershey's. Hershey has not always been Hershey. Hershey started out he had his own shop when he was like 20-something, 23, I want to say, that failed. He had 2 or 3 different shops that failed before he even established Hershey. He started caramelizing candy and had caramel candy, and it was really successful at it. Like, he was good at making caramel candy, and he met with some Europeans, and they gave him the formula to making chocolate, and he was like, well, he saw how successful it was over there. He wanted to bring it back. His family and everybody was telling him, oh, why would you do that, bro? You already have this successful business over here. You don't even know if this is going to pop. But he believed in the vision. He believed in what God showed him. He believed in what he saw. So he took that business, put that business to the side, disowned it, and went all in on Hershey, and the rest is, as you see.
Well, and what you just said,
Yeah.
I just heard you mention, I didn't know that story, interesting story.
It's really interesting, bro.
You said he went and found a team member
Yeah,
that helped him grow. You can't do
Exactly.
these things by yourself.
exactly.
You may think you can, but at the end of the day, you need a good team, and
We all need somebody.
You need a good team, and at the root of it, you need God.
Amen.
At the root of it, that's it.
Good, solid, strong foundation, man. So, we touched on having a good start, starting with a foundation. To have a good foundation, like Ray touched on a little earlier, you want to make sure that you are organized and that you have a plan. Before you can do anything, you need to sit down, come up with what you want to do. Before we got on here and started this podcast, we sat down, said, hey, what are we going to talk about? All right, where are we going to do it? What's the light? And who is our target audience? Who are we trying to reach? What is the message that we're trying to display? We came up with a plan. We got organized. We wrote things down so that way we wasn't on here just going off the rails or trying to go off fly, man. We are trying to make this a career. We're trying to actually grow this. Maybe not make it a career, a full-time career, but this is all we do. But a part of our career. In order to do that, you have to have some type of structure. So that's how we ended up coming together, sitting down, making a plan. And then from there, like Ray also mentioned earlier, I'm gonna let you talk about a little bit about this. You need a schedule. You need to make sure that you have some type of structure in your life. You were telling me a story earlier.
Well, I in the business that I'm in and what I do, I really have to focus on making a schedule and following it, because if not, I will fail. Because being your own boss at the end of the day can be really, really hard. And one of the hardest parts of being your own boss and running your own business is you have got to make a schedule and stick to it, because being your own boss, you can really do whatever you want on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I mean, to an extent. If you want to go in, you can go in. If you don't want to go in, you don't have to go in. But with that being said, still treat yourself as an employee and build a schedule that you can follow consistently on a daily basis. 8:30, go to the gym, 10 o'clock, make phone calls, 11 o'clock, appointments. You get what I'm saying? Make a schedule, stick to it to a daily basis. And if you do that and you make a routine and stay consistent, every successful person has a routine. Go watch a video of any successful person you want. They're going to tell you they have a routine and a schedule and they stay consistent to it.
Facts.
That is so important.
Facts.
You have got to implement that into your lifestyle if you want to run a successful business. With anything.
You'll be like, which I was at this point. I was this at one point because I didn't have a structure at first. I didn't come up with a schedule and sit down and actually get organized. I was ADHD all over the place. Y'all know that episode of SpongeBob when they go in his brain and his filing cabinets flying all everywhere and he's chaotic, man. That's how it is.
Too, man.
Yeah, that's how it is if you don't actually have a structure and have a plan. If you need help with that, man, get with Ray. He can help you. Come sit down and come up with a plan, whether it's a business plan, whether it's a life plan, whatever. Because you need some type of structure in your life, some type of schedule to base it off of. That's why I love football so much, man. Went off to school, played college ball for a year. We had a set structure. We literally, wake up 5:30, morning workouts, right after workouts, breakfast, right after breakfast. We had classes, right after classes, we had meetings. Everything was structured, everything was planned out for us all the way up until bedtime, which was at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night.
I think I just drew it. You're going to have to cut that out.
No, we definitely keep it in it, man. Y'all got Ray over here salivating for y'all, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, that's funny. But like I said, everything was structured and planned out. So
I was like, I hope nobody saw that.
They probably didn't.
I was like, the camera watching, so
man, they probably didn't even notice that. Now they're gonna go back and look at it because I'm not taking that out. They're gonna go back and watch you do that.
Yeah, candy juicy, huh?
It is. It's good, man. Y'all better get it. Hey, Choli, come sponsor us, man. Stop playing with us. Oh man, but I was blessed to. Gotta pivot back. I was blessed to have that type of structure. When I did get out of or finish playing ball. I mean, no, I didn't follow that structure to a T, but I had some type of structure that I could revert back to say, all right, this worked before. Let me try that again, And then, man, just the third thing is being consistent. You have to be consistent with whatever you do. You can't just do something one day and think it's gonna blow up. I mean,
it's like the gym, like Ricky said, you can't go to the gym for a week and expect to hit whatever goal you plan to hit, unless your goal was to go to the gym for a week.
Mission accomplished. Now let's move on to the next goal. Set new goals.
That's what I'm saying. You can't expect results that quick. You got to stay consistent, and results happen, mid to long term.
Yeah.
So you just got to stay consistent. All those topics that we just hit on, foundation, consistency, scheduling, all that are major keys to giving. Also, all those are major keys to building a successful platform in a business.
Amen.
So.